Hi, this is Ruth Theresa with One Inspiring Woman, and today we're talking about planetary energies. That's right. Today we are talking about the planetary energies that will be affecting us the first half of June 2022. So it's one of those, this starts out a little bit on the slow side and then kind of gains its speed as we go through the month of June. But let's start out with June 3rd. So June 3rd, actually Mercury goes direct in the sign of Taurus. So this is finally starting to kind of lighten that Mercury energy that we've been in for the last couple of weeks or so. We will still have like delays. We will still have miscommunications. We'll feel kind of like a little bit like stale in our energy of kind of like, I'm ready to move forward, but it's not quite yet time. And so this is literally, it just went from Mercury in full retrograde into post shadow. So it's starting to speed back up, but it's not 100% there yet. So just be a little bit more calm, a little bit more patient. It's not going to be in there but another couple of weeks or so. So make sure that you're ready for this energy. Next, on June 4th, we have Saturn goes into retrograde in the sign of Aquarius. And this is going to be for the next 4 months. So we'll be spending our energy kind of working on like boundaries with other people. You may even have a lot of boundaries set with new social media. So there may be some new social media energies that are coming out over during this time frame of kind of like, what can you save, what can you not save? And this kind of comes on the heels of Elon buying Twitter, so that's going to be changing some stuff, and as it does, it's going to be rolling down into the rest of the social media world. So setting healthy boundaries, but not only for yourself, but they'll be setting new boundaries with you as well. And it's kind of like a great time to kind of connect to our true selves. I was talking to a client the other day about meditation, and they were like, I just don't know if I can be without my phone next to me for 10 minutes. And I'm like, we have got to move back towards kind of connecting to ourselves, and Saturn is going to be pushing this energy as well, kind of like allowing us some time, a break to kind of like get back with ourselves. And meditation is one of the best ways to do that. But take a long walk, leave your cell phone at home, or purposely not take it with you, because a lot of times once it's there, it's almost like this temptation of like, oh my gosh, I've got to reach out and grab it, and I need to know what everybody's doing on social media or the next email or whatever it is. Take some time for yourself. Take some time for yourself. It is really great during this Saturn in retrograde in the sign of Aquarius energy. Next, let's move to June 10th. We have Mercury in the sign of Taurus, trine Pluto in the sign of Capricorn. And this is going to be kind of working in our career field, and kind of like, what are the possibilities? And this may be some things that we've kind of thought we left behind, like coming back up, because Pluto's all about that underworld kind of stuff coming forward. And it doesn't necessarily mean that it's bad. It just means that there are some changes coming in there. This could be things that you didn't realize you required this knowledge, and so you'll kind of reach back and I know how to do this. Some of it could be kind of those skeletons in the closet that we were hoping to leave behind a couple of jobs ago, kind of coming back forward as well. And just know that once you're okay with it, it doesn't matter. No one else can beat you up over it. So kind of like once you're okay with what's going on, everything else falls into place. Let's see, June 11th, we have Venus in the sign of Taurus conjunct Uranus in the sign of Taurus. And this is going to be kind of like this very kind of supportive, kind of pushing energy back and forth. We've got Venus in the sign of Taurus. So Venus, the goddess of love, in this very grounding Taurus energy. And then we kind of have this unexpected kind of like Uranus energy coming in. And it's also very grounded as well right now because it's in the sign of Taurus. So it's kind of like this could bring up some unexpected surprises. It could also bring up some unexpected money as well. So you may find some money that you forgot about a long time ago that comes up and kind of like, oh my gosh, here we finally found you. Here's your deposit that you left, or here's the whatever it is. Those are the energies that you're really working with this at this time. So know that those changes are being made. Let's see, June 13th, we have Mercury move into the sign of Gemini. Mercury is back in the sign of Gemini, and this means it's going to be like rocking and rolling in some energy. It's going to be really kind of like a great time. People are going to be wanting to socialize. People are going to be wanting to kind of like share what they've gone through, share what they've going through, kind of like moving into like even some vacations, kind of like moving out in kind of the world again, kind of like, okay, I've been cooped up for long enough, I'm ready to go. Mercury is communication. Gemini is about a communication, so people are going to be really like communicating, like you're going to hear a lot of gossip go on. You're going to see a lot of people, like I said, really socializing over the next few weeks. This is a great time to have some amazing energy with everybody, so just know that that's coming. Our next one, we have our full moon in the sign of Sagittarius, and this one is going to be a super full moon, and so it's going to be extra powerful. It's going to look even bigger in our night sky, so if you get a chance over the night of June 14th to kind of venture out, I definitely do. And kind of venturing out is really what Sagittarius is going to want us to do, because Sagittarius is our adventurer, kind of like moving us into what's coming up next. This is kind of really going to feel like we're jumping into the summer season of kind of like, here, finally, summer is here and we're ready to move forward. This is a great time to also take care of yourself, kind of like adventure out, but know that there is time that you need to step back and kind of take it for yourself, of kind of like, I want to venture out with some friends and do some stuff, but not overdoing it is going to be really important. And it's going to be a really great time for you to kind of move forward and move into your energy. Let's pull some angel cards and get us some little bit more information about this first part of June 2022. The first one is balance. Balance is really important, and I just shot a video not too long ago of balance, and it's talking about, a lot of times people are like, I need to balance my calendar, I need to balance this, or I need to do this. A lot of times what we have to do is balance us, and then everything else falls into place in our calendar. So many times people are like, really? And I'm like, I know it sounds really, really crazy, because most of the time people are like, I need to balance this activity with that activity, and I need to go here and I need to go there. What's really important is to balance your calendar. And looking at your calendar, one of the things I teach in Psychic 101 is kind of like looking at your calendar as a whole, kind of where have you been with your calendar? Where have you been really putting your emphasis, and where do you really require putting your emphasis in the future? That can balance things out. But balance is never something you're going to keep 100% of the time, like all the time. You're always kind of searching for that, but you have to find it first. That's the important part. Let me pull a couple more angel cards. Let's see. I've got two coming up. This one is about dreams. We also have Neptune in, if not in retrograde, getting close to going into retrograde. And Neptune always loves to kind of bring up some amazing dreams for us. Dream interpretation is really interesting, but kind of really doing the research, kind of like, what does that dream mean, and what is the underlying issue with that, kind of like, where do I need to kind of fix or take care of things, keeping that in mind as you go through your dream analysis. Listening can be something really important. Like I said, we have Mercury in the sign of Gemini, so this is going to be kind of bringing people out to kind of talk about things. And one of the things that I love to do is just kind of sit back and listen a little bit, and kind of like, what are they talking about? Where is the important things that they're really telling us about? And it's really, they're telling us about them. It's one of those, that's the cool part about it, is when people talk about themselves, it gives you a chance to get to know them in a major way that you didn't realize before. Our next one is healing energy. This is a great time, especially with our full moon in the sign of Sagittarius. This is a great time to do some healing, some great time to kind of let some old energies go, till we can be ready for our new moon coming in with a lot better energy, a lot more kind of like, what are we ready to start? Now that we've let this go, what are we ready to start and bring into? My last card is Truth and Integrity, one of my favorite cards. This is all about kind of like being in your truth. When you are truthful about what you're doing and how you're doing things and finding your balance, it's going to make everything easier. It's going to make everything kind of fall into place. And so the truth and integrity of that is, the truth is, you are the world. You are the glue that makes your family stick together. And when we honor that, everything else falls into place. So make sure that you're keeping that balance between both worlds. And it will be the integrity part of it is like, everybody's going to come together. Everybody's going to be speaking their truth because you allowed it to happen. You spoke your truth and brought everybody else together, and that balance is going to be amazing, not only for you, but your family and your world in whole. I thank you so much for joining me today, and I know that we'll be talking again soon.